Hey guys, for those of you who have been keeping up with the latest Magic news, you guys will probably know that Wizard of the Coast had a recent panel at the San Diego Comic Con. They definitely did release a lot of spoilers for the upcoming sets, and I'm definitely excited for many of the new cards that are coming out. One in particular caught my eye. It is Teferi, Temporal Archmage. This is apparently one of the commanders that will be released in the new commander set that's coming out. I think they are focusing on monocolored decks this time, and Teferi is the blue one that was released. As you can see, he is a planeswalker, but if you look at the bottom ability, you will notice that he can be used as your commander. And so this is, so far from what I've seen, pretty controversial for a lot of people. Some people don't like the idea of using planeswalkers as commanders. Some people absolutely love it. Some people actually love the fact that Teferi, a favorite character, is coming back. And I, for one, am definitely excited for new possibilities in Magic. So I always like the new things that you can do. And I am definitely a fan. So as you guys can see, his abilities are +1. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them in your hand and the other on the bottom of your library. For -1, he can untap up to 4 target permanents. So already that ability right there has a lot of cool implications with it. And then his -10, his ultimate, is you get an emblem that says you may activate loyalty abilities of your planeswalkers you control on any player's turn anytime you can cast an instant. So basically, your planeswalker loyalties for the first time in Magic history can now be used as instants, and you can now use them during your opponent's turn. And, well, I just wanted to make this video because I love any card that changes the game or any of the mechanics in the game greatly. And I just wanted to go through the different planeswalkers again, sort of like my Chainveil video, and see the potential implications of what would happen if you had this emblem out. Definitely, this Teferi will most likely not be used in normal Magic decks here and there, but you will see that an EDH commander, you will most likely use him in Super Friends deck. I don't see him as a mono blue general or commander because I think you really want to use him with planeswalkers because of his ultimate ability. So putting him in a Super Friends deck, 5-color Super Friends or 3-color even, would be a great way to use him. And let's go ahead and go through the planeswalkers. So the planeswalkers that I've chosen, I will not go over all of them because I felt that not all of their abilities would benefit from the instant boost. But going through the first one, we have a Johnny Benjen. Having his Lightning Heal's ability to be repeatable is always good. I want you guys to also notice that the ruling for loyalty abilities for planeswalkers, only one of them can be used per turn. That's the ruling. But because of that ruling, it is very possible that you can use your loyalty abilities on your turn for once, and you can use your loyalty ability again on your opponent's turns as well. So depending on how many players you're going against, you can use your Planeswalker's loyalty abilities once per turn at instant speed if you have this emblem out, and actually that's really great. So a Johnny Benjen actually becomes pretty crazy because you are getting the chance and the ability to use Lightning Helix every turn, depending on how much loyalty abilities that he does have. So that's pretty good. Next up, we have Ashiok. I like her +2 ability because it does fool around and mess up their library manipulation. If you see your opponents using Brainstorm and Ponders and so forth quite often, using her +2 ability actually allows you to mess with them. So that was pretty cool. Next, I think all the Chandras will definitely benefit from this ability because you're basically getting free pings with her +1s, and a lot of the Chandras, such as doubling up your spells at instant speed, Chandra Blazes specifically to be able to deal 4 damage at instant speed for a card. It's pretty good, and you can always use her second ability to discard your hand and draw more cards if you need so. So I really think the Chandras in general will benefit from this emblem quite a bit. Dak is going to be pretty good with his card draws. So anytime you need it, you can always grab 2 deep and then draw more cards. Domni Raid is going to be pretty good with his fight ability to be able to use it at instant speed on anybody's turn. Can actually make him really good. The Elspeths, I think, will benefit quite well because flashing in soldier tokens for defense is always fun. And if you happen to have enough loyalty points to threaten others, your opponents with instant speed Wrath is actually pretty scary. And I think that will lead to a lot of fun games. Garruk Relentless, to be able to deal a bolt to a creature here and there is always good. Garruk Wildspeaker is actually pretty funny because you bring him in, you use his +1 ability to untap your lands, bring him up to 4, and then to be able to use his overrun ability now as a defensive tactic rather than an offensive one was pretty interesting. I thought that was pretty cool, and it actually changes up the way that Garruk Wildspeaker will be used, so that's pretty cool. Garruk Apex, you know, he himself is already strong enough in EDH, so to be able to use his abilities at instant speed is pretty crazy. You can already see how strong he is right now, so you guys can have fun with that. Garruk Color of Beast basically becomes a summoning trap, and I really like that. You can, if you're playing a Simic EDH or Commander or anything like that, that includes both green and blue, you're basically getting a lot of good creatures out for free. Garruk Primal Hunter becomes massive card draw, so that's always good. Gideon Jura, one of my favorite Planeswalkers, he actually now becomes a Royal Assassin, which is pretty funny. You can use his ability at instant speed to destroy any tap creatures that they have. So if they attack you, which they will have to if you use his +2 ability when you bring him in, now it's he basically forces your opponent's creatures to attack, and then you kill him off, and that's just really crazy. Also, his ability to change into a creature now you're able to use that at instant speed, so you can now use him as a blocker now. And that's the first time you can actually use him as a blocker, and that doesn't take damage. So I think Gideon Jura is actually one of the best Planeswalkers that benefits from this emblem. Next we have Jace, Architect of Thought. To have your opponent's creatures get -2/-0 is always good, so that's not too bad. Jace Memory Adept to mill 20 cards for 5 is actually really good if they have no response. If you happen to have Chain Veil out, to mill 40 cards for 5 mana, and plus the Chain Veil is insane. So that's more of a win more condition, but that's always fun. Then we have Jace Mind Sculptor. To brainstorm twice is always good. To unsummon on their turn is always good too for nice defense. Karn Liberated, to be able to exile cards from their hands at instant speed is something scary, very powerful. Anytime you have discard at instant speed, that is discard and exile at instant speed, is always a powerful thing, and you have to watch out for that. Nicol Bolas, and being able to gain control of their creatures during combat is fun. Destroying any non-creature permanents is always good as well. Ral Zarek becomes a bolt at instant speed. And we have Sarkhan Vol, again, mainly for his Act of Treason ability at instant speed is really good. I believe Tamiyo is going to benefit quite a bit to be able to tap creatures down and to draw cards in the process when necessary is very powerful. And if you have a artifact heavy deck, I believe both of the Tezzerets will benefit greatly from the emblem. And last but not least, we have Vraska. If they attack you, you just activate her second ability to destroy their creatures, or if they attack her, you activate her +1 ability so that they will be destroyed when they deal damage to her. So here you have the Planeswalkers. I think really Teferi is going to have lead to a lot of fun games. Using him in conjunction with the Chain Veil to be able to use your Planeswalker loyalty abilities at least 3 times in a row, and if you have more mana to untap and all these things, to be able to use your Planeswalker abilities 4 times in a row is really Super Friends' dream. And I hope you guys really have fun with this Planeswalker. I know I am going to have a lot of fun with him. Definitely going to try out some new Super Friend EDH decks with him. And who knows, maybe I'll be able to use him in a normal 60-card standard Magic deck as well. Not standard as in standard tournament, but your typical Magic game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment below on whether you disagree or agree, and if you have any other cool ideas or interactions with Teferi, let me know. Like this video, subscribe please, and thanks for watching.